Welcome back to Lightburn Double O, or indeed, welcome to Lightburn Double O. I've been busy the last few days building a little bungalow, so I decided to do a little series videos in the build process. It could be one part, could be two parts. In fact, it'll be more than one part. So I'll take you over to the workbench there and show you some tools that I use, apps for building first. So this is my scale calculator, folks, and this is what I use really to design most of the houses and buildings. I usually go by a door size, the standard door size being 0.9 metres wide or 900 millimetres wide. That comes out to be 12 mil. I don't bother going to the exact scale, I just want to round about a touch. And the height of a door is usually about 2.1. So again there, 2.1 metres, 2 metres for a door, I call it 27 millimetres high. So that's the calculator, the scale calculator, based off the windows and door sizes, etc. This is an angle calculator. So again, just Google play, and you put in the sizes you want for your angles. Usually a roof there, the roof can be usually 22.5 degrees up to 45 degrees. Your Swedish type houses there, the 45 degree ones itself. Last but not least, an essential for me, you can use the computer, but I also like to have a calculator next to us as well. You're doing your sums. So this is Lightburn there, folks. I'll just take you around bits and pieces. I'm not going into great detail at the moment. I'm just going to try and keep this basic. This side here is basically your drawing tools, plus a bit more. Up here you get all your save and plus and zoom in settings and so on with it. And then you get file and your tools up here as well. Down this side here you've got various windows for your custom layers, how to move your laser, your console for your laser, Marcos, which is basically G-code, the camera control and your shape properties. And then down here you've got your laser and materials libraries as well. If you right click here, you want to add something else into it, you can add it in, like app library. Take across here, it should dock into it. I'm docking the top of it, but I'll not dock into this part here for some reason. You see you can double click it on top of it as well, but that's that. To start drawing then, this here takes a lot of your drawing space, especially with my laptop. So if I do F12, that gives me a bigger space to play about with as such. First thing I want to do, I want to do a square or a rectangle. So come down here, just draw it out. Then I want to set things up here. So the front of the bungalow, I want it to be 99 millimetres. And the height is going to be 39 millimetres. Position-wise, I like in Fusion to go off 0, 0. I find this a little bit harder to work with, so I'll offset it by 10. As long as I remember it's offset by 10, things should be okay. So that's us there, folks. That's the basics of the front of the house. I want to put a door in here, so up again, I've got a triangle there. Put a door in here, and we'll call that 12 millimetres by 27. And make it 27. That's that. So this selected there, I want to put this in the centre of the house. So with that highlighted there, you see it goes into this little cross line. Select that, then up here, one of the annoying things with Lightburn, it turns off your long one. So in here, click on it again and arrange long. It'll become our centre settings, offset centres. So click on centre, that centres it in. Now, to position the door there, you could put down the flat, the bottom of the door, but I like to keep the door up 3mm. That gives me a brick where it's kept. So in the Y position there, I'm going to take it down to 3, but bear in mind I've got my 10mm offset, so it's going to be 13. So now we put a window. So say again, triangle. Stick in the window. Size of the window, it is going to be 24 by 18. Position wise, I want it roughly between this year and this year. This way you get your calculator out, you do your sums. I've done my sums before there. And I'm going to position it at 20.5 by 22. So that's that window done there, folks. To do another window, I just Control D, I'll duplicate it, and then I can either move across using the arrows where I want it, or I say again, I can do my sums and put them in there. So, done my sums there, that's going to be 74.5, and I say again, the height's going to be 22, so that's okay. That's us there, folks. Now I want to do a little box up here, the header course for above the window. Up there, right across, try and tie it in roughly. It should snap in there, folks, but I find that sometimes it doesn't snap in. I'll just show you the snap in the settings and display. Here's some grids, I should say. The snap is switched on there, folks, but I find it's not the best in Lightburn. So the width for that's going to be the same again. It's a bit too long. 24. I might keep it 3mm high because that's what size I make my brick. The same again. You can just control duplicate, send that across. Shift and Control will give you a fine guide in there, folks. That's us there. Now, bottom of the windowsill. I want to make the windowsill around about 1.5mm either side it, so it's another 3mm onto 24, so that's 27mm for the window. So, say again, just draw it out. Select it and draw it out. You take it to the corner. I'm going to keep it 2mm high there, folks. It does cut in the brick a little touch, but I've not found any other way to do it. I find 3mm for a windowsill is too big. In reality, you'll get cuts and bricks in the windows. So 27. Okay, and then that's selected. I select the window, we hold down shift to like a little line, like so, and then I centre it. That's now. Once again, I could control duplicate, select it, and move it across. Once it's nearly there, I just do shift, the little lines, and centre again. So that's the basics of the house done there, folks. Now I'm going to have to put in my little tabs here for interlocking the side of the house to the front of the house. So when I come down here, just in the corner there, bring out a wee box. Now, the width has got to be 2mm because the width of the The best weight I'm using is 2mm. If you're using 3mm, you get 3mm wide. If you're using 4mm, 4mm. That make it 3mm high. I've seen people going for the height of the brick, 1.5, cutting everyone out at 1.5. So, to me, I find the 3mm is quite good. I will be using cornerstones in the building, so not a great deal of difference there. So I select my array tool there. I'm going to go up on the Y position. And I want a spacing of 3mm. So I'll just take the bricks up. And now I have got shift by half switched on there. Switch that back off at the moment. Up I come. That's us there. Okay. Now before I align this in here, I'm going to make a copy of it for the other side. Control D. Highlight it again. Move it across to the other side. Doesn't matter if it's perfect now. I'm going to right click, up I come, and just grab it to them. That's that there. If you do that, it selects them all in there. You just do that, the left click down, the red one, it doesn't select much at all because there's not much in there. So I find the little right click and Control B for balloon. Balloon. Now you can do intersection. This lets you see how it goes. Subtraction. Subtract the other side of it as well. So this one here is subtraction. OK. So now I select this one here. I'll just Shift and Control. I'll find right across there. So it lines up like so. So once again, right click or left click, I should say, drag it to the right and Control B. So that's the curve set out there, folks. So with your side of the windows there, just to make sure these little tabs are the opposite way around about, because you can do them the same, it won't tie in. That's me how I know. So that's the basics of the house built there, folks. Now I'm going to assign some settings for the laser. So I'm going to function and F12 on my computer. I just press F12 on my computer for some reason. It's in airplane mode. Up here, I'm going to go to cuts and layers. Now, in the cuts and layers, I'm going to assign the outside as a cut. Now, at the moment, the little colour bar down the bottom there is gone. So if I minimize and bring it back up again, that brings it back up here. And I can set the cut. The windows, I'm going to cut the amount as well. So you can do both at one time. You can use Shift, click the door as well. That's going to be cut out and cut out. I tend to use red for a cut, folks. The windowsill, I'm going to put an insert in the top of it, so I want to burn a little bit into it, so I'm going to do it as a fill. Select the two of them, select blue. I use blue as a fill, folks. I come up here, I change it to fill. That shows you there. Little header course, the brick, I won't be using it as such. I will be putting the brick in as a fill as well, but it's just gives me a little guide there, folks. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to select the two of them, and I'm going to put it as a toolpath, T2. So it doesn't actually do anything, it just ignores it. So that's us got that there, folks. That's all set. Hour and the minutes per millimetres per minute, and also the per second as well. We'll come back to that just shortly. Well, I think that's enough for today's video, folks. The next video I'll be showing you how I do brickwork, and I might have got a wee pattern into it. So thanks for watching there. I'll catch you again some other time. Cheers.